Hello, this is Made for Disney, the happiest podcast to ever sail the Seven Seas Lagoon. I'm Erin.
I'm Lily.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Michelle.
Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Made for Disney, the happiest podcast to ever sail the Seven Seas Lagoon. I'm Erin and I'll be your captain today. Joining me in the episode, but not the intro to this one, is Sean, our navigator, Lily, our first mate, Michelle, our engineer, and still we have our stowaway, Brian, on board. Because we just can't seem to get rid of him, and because the episode last week actually ran long with his interview episode, whatever you want to call it. So we cut it into a couple parts, and now we have part 2. So you'll be able to listen to the rest of that in a minute. Before we get into it, I want to mention that we will actually be in Disney when you're hearing this episode this Monday, which should be on our second day, I think. Yeah, second day, something like that, depending on how you count. So, we'll be getting a lot of good stuff recorded for y'all, and the next episode y'all be hearing from us will definitely be something from Disney, either a food review or a trip review, but that kind of depends on some time stuff on which one you'll get. Either way, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Also, if you want to check out any photos from our trip, you can go to our Instagram, Made for Disney the podcast, our Facebook page, Made for Disney, and that's all we really have for trip news, or whatever you want to call that. Before we get into it, I want to quickly ask you if you've enjoyed the show, if you would please just share it with a friend. That's really all there is to say there. So, with all that said, on with the show. Alright, so, I guess now let's move on to Disney Springs.
Disney Springs, okay, so...
You have, just for, we can do the lowdown on it, what was there when you were there? Because you haven't, a year?
I remember when we went there, back when you guys invited me to go down with you guys, and when I lived there, they had a place called the Hangar Bar or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's still there.
Jack Lindsay's?
Yeah. I don't remember seeing that beforehand, but it's a good place if you've been there.
No, I'm not.
Outside at night, they have I think I sent you a video of it. They have these drones that do a show out there on the lake. It's kind of cool.
They did I don't think they're still doing that. I think they're just doing it for the holidays.
They did it for 1 year and that was it.
Okay.
People loved it though.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They opened up a Big Bad Wolf. I think it's called the Big Bad Wolf. It has sausages and stuff like that. The sort of barbecue joint. It's a little small building over next to T-Rex, I believe.
Are you thinking the Polite Pig?
No, it just opened.
No, then they had when I was there, they just opened up that whole side. They opened up the cupcake place.
That's real good.
Yeah, yeah, I went there.
Sprinkles.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I've been there. The Coke place, I wasn't really impressed. It's
a lot of stairs.
It's a lot of stairs, and you're thinking, we
went up there and we thought it'd be something fun, like an Epcot. It wasn't.
Yeah, and you think you get a free Coke? No, you have to pay for the Coke.
Yep.
I'm like, you're the world of Coke. Give us a free Coke.
Just give us a shot glass, at the other place, a paper shot glass.
Quit being cheap, Coca-Cola.
Where's the Beverly?
Where's the Beverly? Hand that up for free, right? They were redoing the planet, the Planet
Hollywood.
They were going Flavor Town on it. That's all I remember is on the door it said Guy Fieri goes Flavor Town on Planet Hollywood. That haunts me in my dreams, the Flavor Town verb usage. I about passed out laughing right in front of the bathrooms over there. Over Flavor Town?
You don't like the blonde highlights and all that stuff?
Why don't you try it out and we'll see what this is.
What else? The tried and true Earl of Sandwich is always a favorite.
Yes.
I always have to go there when I go to Disney Springs. That's a must-have. It's a chain restaurant, but
it's really a must-do Disney.
They're only in select places. So when you go to Earl of Sandwich, it's really a treat. Where else? What else was opening up? Oh, they had a bunch of shops. The Under Armour store and all that stuff.
Did you ever go to Splitsville?
I haven't been to Splitsville. I know there's one place.
Splitsville is amazing.
Yeah, that's good food.
Oh, what we did try was the dining place inside the theater.
The
Screen and Fork
Yes.
Yeah.
at
Yes.
the AMC.
Yes, that was actually really, really good. I was
Yeah?
surprised. The food, you figured it's theater food, gonna be kind of
microwavey.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But you're also in Disney.
It's like chewing on cardboard. But no, it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. And they had a very thorough menu, so you're not just limited to hamburgers, hot dogs, and corn dogs and stuff like that. Typical movie food. But they had salads, all sorts of things. So if it was a rainy day and you want to find something to do, definitely check out that place. If you want to go watch a new movie, a good movie, and eat.
That's how you know it's a Disney. That's how you know it's from Disney. Is whenever they have a lot of food and it's actually good.
Or Splitsville.
It sounds like a recipe for making me pass out again in the theater. You're giving me warm food. These are nice chairs. I fell asleep when we saw Rogue One there. I did.
Really?
I passed out for like 15 minutes, I think.
Well, you probably didn't miss much.
I didn't miss much. I still understood what was happening. Oh, they're still on a ship? There's another dude, but whatever. I think we saw him earlier. He's good.
Stormtroopers, Darth Vader. It's
They're on an island. This is, I think. It's beachy.
some people trying to kill other people, whatever.
Okay.
They all die in the end.
They had I think it was there. They were building it when we went to Raglan Road that one time, but it was a Japanese restaurant right across.
Morimoto's.
Morimoto's.
Yeah, that opened up. I haven't been there, but that was new.
They have an outside, side thing for it, Morimoto's. That's, just kind of more of a counter service thing. It has real good, I got, cold lo mein, and it had, peanut sauce. Very good.
I just had a roll of sushi. It wasn't even cut. It was just a roll of sushi and, a wrap. So you just had to unwrap and eat it. I think.
Yeah, it's more like a snack style versus...
Did it have macaroni and cheese in it?
No, sadly.
Okay. Just check. I know that's your thing.
Maybe I eat that kind of sushi. No fish, just macaroni. Inside a rice roll? What am I saying?
Aaron, did you get enough
Several
sleep?
tubes of macaroni.
Macaroni. But no, that's all I remember from. They had a hamburger joint.
Oh, yeah.
It's right next. I think it's a hamburger
A
place.
deluxe burger?
I think that's what it is. It's like there's a sports store, and there's you take it down this little alleyway. There's a sports store, a jewelry shop, and then at the end,
It's its own separate building, right?
Yeah.
It's by the water. Yeah, that's Deluxe Burger. We've
Okay.
been there a couple
Yeah.
times.
Our grandmother ate there, and she ate the biggest area all by herself. Because me and Aaron were at the Morimoto's.
And this bench, she just sat there by herself.
she was a messy eater. She didn't want to splatter everybody else.
Because me and Aaron were at Morimoto's.
You guys
Our
wanna
uncle was
back
at
up,
Raglan
right?
Road. And then our grandmother was just like, yep, I'm just going to go and eat at this very
We
big
all
table.
ate 5 minutes apart.
Which is surprising
by
because
ourselves.
we were never allowed to
I
eat
should
by
have made you
ourselves.
sit at a different table.
Must have been a fun vacation, at the end.
We were just done. It's been
I'm
too
tired
long.
of being around you people. I'm just gonna eat over here by myself.
You go over there, I'll go over here, I'll be here. Meet me when you're done.
They have Blaze Pizza there when you were there?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing that one. They had. I don't remember seeing before. They had some food trucks across the street, across the way from
Theater.
the theater and the superhero shop, the
Yeah.
Marvel superhero shop.
They're all themed like the parks, right?
Yeah,
Because they have food
Yeah.
from the parks.
and then of course they have the Starbucks, which is everywhere. So
It is.
you can't get away from that place. But that's all I remember of the new things that when I lived there in Orlando about a year ago. So
yeah, they've opened a few more since you moved. Paddlefish.
no, I never saw that one.
That was the used to be the big paddle wheel boat out there.
Yeah,
Fulton's.
yeah.
Yes, called Paddlefish.
Okay.
That looks
That's
nice.
there. Yeah.
I probably wouldn't want to eat there, but it looks nice. I
We don't like
walk around
seafood,
it.
so
Yeah, that's why I said no. It had fish in the name. I'm like, this isn't for me. Meat, please. Not that kind.
Now Cal, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll eat
Cow's-
all the
cow's
cow.
acceptable.
The only seafood I eat is calamari, which is octopus.
No, it's
squid.
chicken nose.
Whatever. I pick different one each time. Or I'll eat fried catfish. Only two things seafood wise I'll eat.
Not bad pick. Not bad picks there.
Yeah.
Oh, so they did have it's right next to the amphitheater, to the right hand side. There was it's kind of like an outdoor bar type of joint, and they usually have live music out there, which is a nice little place if kiddos want to run around and you just want to sit and have a drink and listen to some music. They usually have somebody on a guitar or something like that. It's relaxing.
What's the French fry place there?
Oh, the poutine place.
Poutine, yeah.
Yes.
Did you try that?
No, I saw it.
Oh,
and,
okay.
He got very excited though.
He did.
He did.
No, well,
Imagine if he ate there.
But the poutine place, and I've been to Montreal, and I've had poutine, and it's cheese curds and gravy on top of it's actually really good. I stuck my nose up at it too when I saw it. When somebody told me about it when I went there, I was like, I don't know about that, but it's actually really good. But they have different flavors. They had like cheddar or something like that. It was just different, like sriracha or different ones, and I was like, I don't know about that. But they had the original, so all you Canadians, definitely a place to stop.
Because you don't get enough poutine in Canada.
Exactly. Well, if you want to get some familiar,
Little taste of home.
yeah, some familiar, yeah.
Why don't they have that at Canada? Like the pavilion? There's no like walk-up place in Canada. There's like a
There's a little booth.
there's a drink place.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not Canadian. It's just a drink place.
You can just get maple syrup.
Maple
Yeah,
syrup.
because I always think about that because people like want to eat around the world. If you're not like eating Le Cellier, you just gotta like take a shot of maple syrup. That's all you can do. And honestly, I don't think there's anything worse that you could have done. Like you've just eaten all this food, or you're about to eat all this food. You're in Florida. Let's take a shot of maple syrup.
Didn't one
been
guy
done.
chug like
Clean
maple
the palate.
syrup?
There you go.
Didn't like
Clean
somebody
the
on like a
palate.
podcast
Cleanse
once
your
like chug a
stomach.
thing of maple syrup?
Yes.
You gonna do it on the podcast?
No. Another podcast you used to listen to. They did
Come on,
that.
Sean, do it.
He got excited. Chug it, chug it.
Put it in the bubble cup. Now we had this argument when I lived there, and you talk about the World Showcase. Do you guys consider the Trading Post as a country? I consider it sort of as a country because it's more of an African theme, you know?
I just call it not Africa. That's what I call it.
Okay.
It was
Not
really supposed to be
Africa.
Africa there.
And then
Okay.
they're like, let's make Animal
I
Kingdom.
know they make Animal Kingdom mostly African, you know? But when you walk by there, you can't but help feel an African sense there.
Yeah, the original was to be an Africa pavilion built in that area.
Okay.
If you go back to the opening day stuff and all, they had I think it's LeVar Burton. I think he was broadcasting from that area. They had different people in each area broadcasting what was going on. And yeah, thinking about they were supposed to be in Africa, South Africa. So I'm not sure exactly what part
Really?
of Africa they were supposed to represent.
Huh.
Was going to be there, but then they decided to build a whole park instead.
Yeah.
I think they do serve like some African type beers there or something like that.
Do they? We never even stopped.
No,
To be honest
it's
with
like
you.
that's where you can get a drink, I guess.
Well, it's
There's
most-
drums. We
it's-
only stop for drums.
yeah, it'd be all, yeah. Well, mostly it's a souvenir type area,
Yeah.
trinket type place. But they do still have some good trinkets there. You know, but
We just call it not Africa.
We're just gonna go over here again.
Which is also we could call any of the other pavilions.
you go to China to not Africa to Japan and stuff like that.
And then not Africa again.
So yeah, that's all I remember of Disney Springs
Okay.
as far as restaurants. But my favorite restaurant definitely is Earl Sandwich.
Yeah.
Can't beat that. But I haven't been to Bongos or anything like that, or the little Italian joint before you get to the paddle boat.
Is that even open yet?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I think it might be about to open or something. I don't think it's open quite yet.
What's that?
I know the Italian place. I know where it's supposed
That
to
is supposed to
be.
be a new Italian place. So
Oh, another
yeah.
one?
Yes.
Really? How much Italian food are they trying to give you?
I don't know.
Is
They're
it like
trying to-
South Italy,
I think
North
Bongos
Italy?
is-
Well, they saw a rise in sale of macaroni and cheese, and they were like, "We need another We need another Italian restaurant."
If they made a macaroni and cheese restaurant, that would be my new house.
I'm surprised they
Probably.
don't, because people love Disney's macaroni and cheese.
It's good macaroni and cheese. That's all I ate on the cruise.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to try some of that pot roast macaroni and cheese. They have like and like some pork ones. I don't know.
Yeah, there's different
It's at like this-
gourmet type macaroni and cheese you can get out of the parks.
yeah, there's
Oh.
one at Friar Tuck's
Fancy, huh?
in Magic Kingdom over by you know where it is. I can't explain. Fantasyland.
Yes.
Thank you.
Peanut where it is.
And then we also were in Animal Kingdom, and like one random booth or whatever had some. We didn't get any. It was in Discovery Island. I remember that much. I think it was kind of near.
What kind was it?
I think it was pork,
Pork.
like pulled pork.
That'd be
It
good.
sounds good. I could go for some
That
pulled
does sound
pork
good.
and macaroni.
and cheese. That's not bad.
It's like you're just combining them.
That sounds good.
But yeah, I think you'd be planning all of it. Your dinners at Macaroni and Cheese.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Don't let me plan anything
I
else.
prefer
I'll
just
just
to
look at
stay
the
at
menus.
Arts.
It's got macaroni and cheese. We're going.
Arts have macaroni and cheese.
I
We can
did.
go
I
there.
switched out my thing for macaroni and cheese.
You did. It was good.
It was.
One restaurant I did like. I don't think it's there anymore. It was on the boardwalk. It's Cat.
What's her last name?
Yeah. Cat Devere. I don't know.
Cat Decor? No.
Yeah, Cat Decor. I think that's what it is.
Is that what it is?
But it was her restaurant, but it was called something else. But I remember that we went there twice. The 2 times I went there before, and they had this lamb shank bone or something like that. It was in like navy
That sounds
beans,
good.
and it was amazing. It was an amazing restaurant. I don't think it's there anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This Disney restaurants cycle through sometimes, change out. So
Downtown does definitely have some good restaurants now.
What about hotels?
Yeah, speaking of that, let's transition. What's your favorite hotel meal?
hotel. Well, the Whispering Canyon. I think I went there. You guys introduced me to that,
Yeah.
and I get a hoop-de-doo review type of feel around there. Not that you don't get a show per se. But they do load you up on food,
Yeah.
and
You do get to yell ketchup.
you get yeah, exactly. But the feel of everybody's in this together type of in a restaurant, like everybody's all as one. Yeah, there you go. Sing it.
Please don't get her started, she will.
You get that kind of feel when you eat there. You guys took me to a place in the Animal Kingdom Lodge. They had all the breads.
Boma.
Yeah, that place.
The
was
bread
good.
meal. Or the bread service.
The bread meal.
It was like a meal.
I thought y'all went to Sanaa.
Sanaa.
Sanaa, because it was at Kidani.
That's right, you're correct.
I always am.
Yeah, we did the bread service there.
Somebody's full of themselves over here. But yeah, so that place, whatever it's called, and
Sanaa.
Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Animal Kingdom Lodge. It was pretty
They
good.
have macaroni and cheese.
On the kids menu, Mama probably knows.
I haven't been around a lot of the hotel. Usually, when I go to a hotel, it's I'm Mr. Cheapskate. I don't have the DVC membership like you guys do, so I have to. I usually stay at the Pop Century, which go Pop Century. It's a nice hotel. It's cheap.
It is.
If you're a kind of person that likes to go to the parks and stay at the hotel all day, it's a great place.
Yeah.
It's kid themed, sort of.
Kid theme.
It's kid friendly.
It's kid
No wonder he likes
Yeah.
it.
friendly. That's right. I'm a big kid at heart.
That's right.
Now I understand why you guys stay at the bigger hotels. Because you've been to Disney so much.
We'd
it's-
rather just stay at the hotels.
yeah,
Go follow around.
They're Disney hotels.
Just follow around Lou Mangella.
Following or whoever the poor employee we keep running into. There's always one that we keep seeing.
You just give them a nickname.
No, we usually call them by their name.
Yeah, we're friendly like that.
Yeah, sometimes we see him in the magazine too. We met this one
Bono.
dude, Bono was in the magazine. There's a if you're a DVC member, you get a magazine each month,
Oh,
and he was in it like the month that after we came back from that vacation. We saw Bono.
So yes, cheapskates don't get those magazines.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's a tough life.
I know. You guys are so privileged. I did stay at the yacht club.
Yep.
He got fancy on us.
Yes, and the concierge level.
Whoa.
Yes.
Pretty rich over here.
No, it's more like discount from the girlfriend. So
The only reason he ever dated that girl is because she worked at Disney.
I hope she does not listen to this podcast.
Hope not.
She wanted more of you.
But yeah, I had a taste of the sweet life a little bit there for one night. So I got to eat the concierge level. They give you all you can eat food.
So we just ate all night long.
Yeah, you sit and they give you all the drinks you want to drink. So you can just sit there and be fat and happy. And which I heard their concierge level isn't the best. I think the one at the Animal Kingdom Lodge is the best one.
Yeah, I've heard real good things
From
about
what
that
I've
one.
heard,
Mom's
Yeah.
like, I just need to stay there once. One time, we will save up enough points and we will stay there. I don't care if it's for one night. We will stay there.
The concierge level is something to, and you get that sense of,
I'm special. Look at me.
yeah, uppity type feel when you hit the top button. You're like, yeah, yeah, hitting this button and pressing the card to it. I get to go up. You peasants get to sit down. So, Yeah, I've had a taste of the good life a little bit.
For one night.
For one night, yes.
One night only.
And then I felt cheap again.
Hey, one night, take it where you can get it.
Exactly. But it was I think it was heavily discounted the way when we went. So, but that's the only problem with staying there was you're right above, and I like seafood, but you're right above that seafood restaurant in the yacht club. So when you're walking down the hallways, you smell fish.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
even though
okay.
it's on the bottom floor or something, and you're at the top floor, you still smell that fishy smell.
Yeah.
I'm not staying there.
Well, it's only in the hallways. It's not in your room. If it was in the room, I'd be like, that's
That's unfortunate.
exactly. But have you guys ever been to the pool at the yacht club?
Not
Maybe.
the yacht club, but we went to the pool. Well, doesn't the beach club share it with the yacht
Yes.
club? So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
That-
big slide. Yeah, we've been to that one when we stayed at the beach club.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. They had the sandy bottom on the bottom of the pool. And the kid area is all. I'm getting off topic here. Man.
That's episode 12, by the way, if you want to check out a review of the pools.
Sorry. Back to food. Sorry.
Back to food, yes.
Back to
Back
food.
to
That's
food.
where we like it.
Back to food.
Pools are once a month only.
Okay. Stay on topic, Brian. But I think it's the I like the choices at Pop Century. Back to Pop Century because you have I think 4 or 5 choices to go eat in there.
Yeah, we all enjoyed their food court.
Yeah, I
They have a
mean
good food court there.
you've got
Here's
it.
Mother's part where she comes in and says the tie-dye cheesecake.
You want to go ahead and just do it?
The tie-dye cheesecake.
It's the best. She loves it so much.
She loves cheesecake.
She does. You had a chance to do any of the tours at Disney? Any of the tours they offer?
No, I never got to do one of those. I've always wanted to do the diving thing at the living sea, the seas, at the in Epcot.
Yeah.
I remember when I got my diving certification, that was like the first thing to go in my mind. I was like, I'm going to go down there and go dive in that big tank, but you can't really touch any of the fish, or you get
Booted. Yeah.
booted from Disney World.
I can't touch the fish. Dang, that's the one thing I wanted to do.
You just wanted to pet one.
That's right, pet the shark.
He just wants to be friends.
Oh, one restaurant I went to back to Epcot. I did go to the restaurant in the Living Seas.
Coral Reef.
Yeah, the
Coral
Coral Reef. I went there twice. Believe it or not, I went there for Thanksgiving dinner.
Really?
Really?
I went. Yes. The girl I was dating. She got us reservations there with a couple of her friends, and we went there for Thanksgiving dinner. It was actually really good. I was surprised. I was like, I don't know.
Did you get big turkey? Or
You got turkey. You got. I mean, that was. They had a special thing for it, and I was.
It's like a turducken, but they just keep putting fish and more fish.
Well, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, I don't want fish for Thanksgiving dinner. That's just weird. You know, what am I, French? But
They do for Thanksgiving.
exactly.
They didn't eat French for America. They eat fish. I said they eat French. Jesus. I can't talk today. Words are hard, y'all.
But yeah, the fish there was really good. Also, can't go wrong with that one. And you're right. You sit right next to the aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like a stadium level seating. It goes from the bottom up.
Mm-hmm.
But they set us next to right next to the glass.
Oh,
So
that's
we
nice.
saw all the rays and the sharks flying by and the sea turtles and all that kind of stuff.
and then the glass
When we went
breaks, you
there,
got a
we
real
were in-
problem.
Exactly. Well, yeah. It's
When we were there, we got in the very back. Every time we're always in the farthest back seating. And for those of you like me who don't like fish, they have a pretty good steak.
pretty good turkey on Thanksgiving. So, but back to your question. What was it again?
I was wondering if you did any of the tours.
No tours. Never did any of the tours.
He's not fancy enough for that.
Exactly. I guess, if you're DVC members, you get all that stuff.
Well, you get a discount, but they're still expensive.
Oh, okay.
You don't get free tours.
We've only done 2 apiece.
Yeah.
I take that back.
He did that in such
He
an
followed
evil
a woman
way.
around in the park once.
Yeah. No, I take that back. I went to a place where I wasn't supposed to go. Am I allowed to talk about this?
Please do.
Okay.
You're intriguing us.
Yes, you are.
So, it was...
If anybody works at Disney, please stop listening now.
Yes.
Exactly. It was a food and wine festival. And in Epcot in the Future World, there wasn't a tour per se. because you're not supposed to go there, obviously.
It was just a group of people.
Exactly. But back in the day when I grew up, the future world looked a lot different. You had where the test track used to be the world of motion, and the land. No one went there because it was boring as heck.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
Yeah, but they had one called the body, the human body, or something like that.
I would have known if you.
Yeah, it was right.
When
next...
he rode Body Wars, that's what he did.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, I know where you're going, but it was right next to the world of energy.
That's now gone.
Yeah, the triangle thing, the yellow triangle that sometimes they use during like the garden festival.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the garden festival. I think it was the garden festival, not the food and wine festival.
We're not sure anymore.
But one of those festivals.
They might use it for both. I know. I've been there during the garden festival.
But I went in there and it was open. They opened up for special occasions. And one of my favorite rides when I was growing up, well, it wasn't a ride, it was an attraction, was Cranium Command. And
when was this? Is something you did in the last couple of years, or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was when I lived in Orlando.
Oh
Look
no.
at the I can't think of the word. Never mind. It was gonna be a funny joke. Don't worry. Go on.
This is where you guys laugh. But so we went to Cranium. We're in there, and I'm looking around. I'm just having these flashbacks of how things used to look when I'm in that building. And I mentioned to the girl that I was dating, I was like, my favorite ride in here was Cranium Command. So she saw somebody she knew, and we were talking about it, and we actually got to go back there and see it. It's still there. Cranium Command is still there. You still see, you go into the room. Well, always when you go to a Disney ride, there's an outer room where you have to wait, and then you go into the room.
Yeah.
So it's like a doctor's office. So everything was still there. Even Body Wars was still there. We saw that too.
Yeah.
That wasn't my favorite ride, but but yeah, you still saw the screens and everything like that. All the setup and everything like that was still there. So I don't think it was can't say a tour, but
right.
But something that
Little backstage thing.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess so here it goes again. I guess you could say it's a tour, but
Here's another time whenever I went to a place where I was not supposed to be, but I did it anyway.
Well, yeah. I hope I don't get kicked out of Disney World for that. This was I could be there. Okay, so the girl I was dating at the time, again, she did Disney University thing there. So it's like when college students go, and they do. Yeah, okay. You guys know what I'm talking about. So they had a reunion, and one of their perks was back when they had the Lights, Motors, Action thing. We got to go on the set. So we got to see behind the scenes, everything like that. We got to get into the cars.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Everything.
wow.
We got to see where the Golden Girls house used to be.
Nice.
Yeah. So back then, back in the day, if you guys know the Golden Girls,
Seen every episode.
all the
I'm
my
actually
uncle.
like 45.
living in a 16-year-old body.
17-year-old, mind you.
All right, sorry.
17 going on 90.
Pretty much.
Exactly. But we got to see the Golden Girls house because they had a special thing outside. They told us about it that it had some kind of awning or something like that where the Golden Girls house used to be. And behind that, you saw the old Flight of the Navigator ship.
Yeah, you see on the backstage tour.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's still there. Captain Nemo's ship, whatever it's called.
Nautilus.
The Nautilus, there you go. It's still back there.
The
You saw-
novelist, not
you saw-
novelist. Novelist is a profession.
Thank you for the clarification. You saw Herbie. Herbie was there.
They used to have him out back when that area was open.
Yeah, but we actually we got to go in the cars and everything like that. It was really, really neat.
Did you get to get in Herbie?
Not in the Herbie.
You're not that cool.
Sorry, not DVC cool. But we got to go into the control tower of where they do all the stunt coordination, the fires, and all that kind of stuff up in the grandstands. I got to do that. Got to see the motor shop. So I guess that was a tour. Not really one that you could go on.
Unclassified tour.
Yeah, there you go. You can't really do it anymore because Lights Motors Action is gone.
Right.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that is
Man.
cool.
The
An
backwards car.
exclusive tour.
The backwards car you got to go into.
Oh, you got to go in the backwards car?
What's
Yeah.
the backwards car?
Where they drove it back, like when the car was driving backwards all the time. The steering wheel was in the back of the car instead of the front of the car.
So the car, looking at the car, it appeared to be going backwards. Mm-hmm. But if you were in the car, you were driving it like it was normal.
Yeah.
So you weren't looking over your
body
shoulder
was
to back up.
backwards.
Exactly. Basically
You're
the
like
body's
driving in the
backwards.
trunk.
Okay. Never
Yeah.
heard of it.
We didn't see Lights Motor Action a lot when it was still around, and the
I'll look it
couple
up
times
on
we did,
YouTube
you were
later.
probably pretty
Yeah.
young.
There you go. Look on YouTube. It'll be there.
We got to do that. Let me think about it before I, go into something else.
One time I wandered.
That's about the only tour I got to do.
We're gonna finish recording and be like, oh wait, I remember.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been to other Disney buildings and such like that corporate workers working and stuff like that, so I don't really call that a tour.
And he wasn't supposed to be there whenever he went in there.
No, I went there. I got to see the back part of MGM Studios, which I don't want to degrade Disney because there's a certain magic there that you see when you go into the parks, but the back parts look nothing like what you would imagine. You don't. It's
We've accidentally almost gone into the Epcot parking lot a lot. We know what it looks like.
it's a working area,
Yeah.
It's nothing magical about it. It's where people work. It's where they do their jobs, where they make the magic happen for all our guests. So, it's nothing to really write home about. But,
Yeah.
But it's not a lot of people see it.
Yeah.
Your everyday guest don't get to see it. So that's probably it. That's all I've seen.
Two really interesting stories you never told me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'd have had you on for that for a long time ago.
Could have been on episode 5.
I was in Israel at the time, so
Well,
We'll Skype you.
I could have phoned in, right?
There you go.
We'll Skype you.
But yeah, that's all I remember of any tours I got to actually do.
All right, so I think it's time to bring this to an end for this episode. I'll go ahead and tell you how you can keep in contact and know when the next episode will be coming out. You can check out our Facebook page, Made for Disney, our Twitter, Made for Disney, our Instagram, Made for Disney, the podcast. We, of course, have our website, Made for Disney. And then if you want to contact us for any reason, you can contact us there. Or you can email us at madefordisney@gmail.com. I also, of course, want to thank Brian for joining us today here.
I appreciate you guys having me on the show.
It's been great. I love to make fun of what you're saying, so.
That's very easy, huh? And you guys have made it really easy for your listeners. Everything's made for Disney. Made for Disney. So,
We're considerate like that.
yeah.
We also are bad at remembering stuff, so it's for us, not them.
Like I have you written down somewhere or something like that. Made for Disney.
Yeah, so I guess all that there is really left to say is thank you again for joining us here on Made for Disney, the happiest podcast to ever sail the Seven Seas Lagoon. Bye!
Is this where I say bye?